Hello and welcome to episode 137, I think, of the Veeam Community Recap. I am back with Maddie under half of us in normal circumstances this week. How are you doing today, Madalina?
Hello, Rick. Hello, community. Well, you're not that far away from your home right now, so that's still good. I'm doing all right. It's been super busy since I got back, but with really good things happening in the community, so that's pretty exciting. We're going to talk about some of those today and also adjusting to the time zone. I don't know why, but for me, it's always longer than for other people. I always like to talk about that and ask people, how do you adjust after like a time zone change? And everyone is like, just a couple of days. For me, it always takes a week. How about you? How do you do with that?
I I actually think I do very good at time zone cutting. So my trick is to first of all, when it's time to sleep, sleep, even if you're not tired. So I use some of the clean sleep aids like melatonin. At least that works for me. That's pretty clean. And the second thing I'll do is I can pull an all-nighter pretty easy. And even with Australia, Asia, the far parts of Europe, I cut through time zones pretty good. And honestly, Maddie, a lot of times it's because I have to. So I'll be running on adrenaline because the schedule has to have me go do something. Now, no time zone change for me this one, but it is really early. It's 6:19 a.m. for me, but so actually, this might be the first time we're sharing it externally. I'm down to record the Veeam Resiliency Summit, formerly known as Veeam Update. Kirsten, Emily, couple others from our team will be involved. Michael Cade will be on a session as well. But for those of us who are close, they've got this razzle dazzle studio here. So that's what I'm doing here today. But I'm only here for like, I don't know, I'll be home tonight. So I will get no fun in the sun in Florida.
Yeah, I think the weather is very different, right, from Ohio.
Well, they've got that storm running through. I've never seen rain like I did last night. So that was a white knuckle drive from the airport to here for the driver last night. So it was I fell asleep fine after it, but it was pretty intense. Speaking of
Wow.
intense, we've got
Yeah,
a lot of stuff. So I think we should just jump into it. You ready?
absolutely. Let's go for that one.
All right. Oh no, not who's new yet. No. Okay. We are going to start with not that. We are going to start with a really cool update from Stabs talking about hot ad proxy issues on Linux after an upgrade. And I think this is one of those rare things, Maddie, that people just kind of find out, but I think it's really cool that Stabs shared this.
Yeah, totally. First of all, I really love field stories. Every time I see a field story in the community, I always try to share it if it's time for the recap. And Stabs brings one that I'm sure a few others got to deal with when they try to upgrade or just install V12. And this is nothing complicated if you think about. It's just basically during backup and restoration operational tests, when he was trying to restore a VM, he got an error message that was saying unable to use hot add mode. And the solution, of course, is simple most of the times for this kind of errors. And then to resolve this error, it is necessary to just disable multipath on the Linux proxies. And there is this KB available that you are just sharing it. And this, it's just telling you the solution. And this type of errors can actually give you, like, I think this is the takeaway from his sharing. It can give you a lot of headaches if you don't know where to look for the answer. So I think the lesson is just be prepared and, like just learn where you can find the support, the resources. So when you have an issue, you know where and what to look for. And that will save you a lot of time and will make you look as good as well in front of your client. So I think that would be the takeaway here.
Yeah, and I think Stabs, this is an easy fix, and I'm glad you linked to it,
Yeah.
but the whole context of what's going on and what does it look like. So thank you so much for doing this. And this is, 2 weeks after that big user group from south of France and Monaco. So he's getting right back in it. So keep up the good work, Stabs. All right, next up, Steve Hart. Steve Hartsig. This guy, I like this guy. He is back with something he's working on. He's letting us know about a project, about a new script for Entra ID, formerly known as Azure Active Directory. This is going to be pretty cool.
Yes, I totally agree. And we have to say, Steve really loves his PowerShell scripts, like he's always coming with something new. So I love his creativity and, this is great. Just keep on sharing it with us. Steve, you're doing an awesome job. So as you said, yeah, he's working on a new script and he will share it with us in October as per the last paragraph, if I recall it correct. And his script is helping out keep Entra ID tenants protected. He starts from the idea that, Microsoft provides some built-in retention mechanisms, but there are some limitations involved. And he mentions it right there, a bit upper, I think. So I'm not going to go over all of those. But yeah, he says after 30 days, the deleted objects are permanently deleted and cannot be recovered. It does not cover all objects. There is no versioning mechanism. So he's trying to overcome those limitations with this script. And here are some of the things that you can achieve beside of storing the exported data. And he's sharing it actually a bit. If you scroll down a little, no, probably upper, a little bit upper. Yeah, there you go. This is what you can achieve with this script. So I think this is really great. On top of that, you were actually going to the audit logs. Basically, audit log data is not stored forever at Microsoft. Therefore, an option to export this data is also integrated in the script. So this is also great. So yeah, I think everyone is looking forward. I saw some good comments and members of the community are really interested to see the script. So it should come soon. Yeah, we are at the end of September already.
I know, and then we've got the Veeam100 Summit next week. Maybe we can give Steve the big thanks in person for that one. So thanks again for giving us a heads up on what you're working on there, Steve Hart. All right, next up is Jeff going crazy with a new text file tool. I don't even know how to call it. I guess Wiki.js is how you would pronounce it. But basically a new text angle, hosting it yourself. We were looking at this in the practice just a second ago. This is pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely. So Jeff is being Jeff in here, being funny as always. And I didn't know that Jeff loved his text file notes so much, and he was filling his desktop. So that's a fun fact about Jeff as well. And he said he used to be all over the desktop with his notes, but now he has a new tool, which is this wiki.js. And I've never heard before. I read this post, to be honest. So thank you for sharing this with us, Jeff. This is an open source wiki software that keeps your documentation in order. So pretty easy. I know there are many, and I know we were talking a bit earlier about one that you are using, but probably this is, as you said, next level. This is compatible with Docker, Kubernetes, Mac OS, Windows Server. And of course, Jeff is giving us a demo on how to use it with Kubernetes. So pretty interesting. I would say there are some people, community members, getting engaged as well with this, and they find it as well interesting. So yeah, pretty good. I might just try it, Jeff.
I think I might as well. This is super important. I was telling Matt, it's like all of the technology types. We all have our like go-to text editors. I've been using Notetab Lite for many years. I've tried Notepad++. I can do, the command line ones on Linux too, like VI and Pico and stuff. But this one looks really dang cool. And if you think about it, writing PowerShell, writing all this stuff that he's doing in Kubernetes, you need a good and actually challenge Michael Cade. Tell us about that really cool thing you use called Terminator. I think everyone needs a next level, SSH client, something better than Putty. So the challenge to Michael Cade to write something like this up for Terminator. But like this stuff is really, really cool. And I think I'm going to try it as well. So thank you so much, Jeff. All right, that is the official content, but we have some amazing surprises in special department, but we're going to start out west and we're going to work up from there. So next week, Emily and one of the MVPs, or sorry, the Vanguards, Zane Allen, as well as Louis Tsai, Super Tsai from Veeam, are going to host the Veeam user group out west. Now it's going to really target Southern California, based in Anaheim, and by the way, that is a great place to do it. But I just want to make this available for everyone out on the West Coast and Southern California. Check this out, and I guarantee you, Maddie, I think Zane is really sharp. He used to work at Veeam. He's now at Pure, but he's also a user group leader. And Vanguard and Emily and Lewis are rock stars. I think this one's going to be a pretty good one.
Absolutely. And yeah, we have to say that actually Zane is going to travel from Seattle because he's based in Seattle. So yeah, this is the Eventbrite page that they built. So if you are in the area on the 3rd of October and you want to join them, you still have time to register in there. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a super nice event. We have to say that probably this is the first in-person event for the VUG USA in a very, very long time. So I'm quite excited. I'm looking forward for them to share with us at the hub at the VUG USA some pictures and let us know how this event went. So good stuff.
Very, very deep point you brought up there, Maddie. I agree. First in a very long time for the US. Secondly, the very first Veeam user group ever was also in Anaheim, California, and I'm in the USA. I don't know about worldwide, but definitely in the USA, and I went to that one too. So awesome, great to see that going. Thank you, Zane. Thank you, Super Tsai. Thank you, Louis. I just call him Super Tsai. His name is Louis, but we go by Super Tsai sometimes. All right, next up, special department. Everyone, we got to vote. My goal is to get more votes here today. What is up with for this month? What's up for blog of the month?
So yeah, as September is almost done, we have like 3-4 days left out of that. We have a new edition with the blog of the month. So many good articles for this month, and I have to congratulate everyone that made it to this edition. And yeah, I just want to ask everyone to vote. Come on, guys, it's great content. Let's make somebody happy with a badge and with some social media awareness, because we are going to promote, we are going to share it on social media, the winner, together with their post, and we are going to feature it on the homepage. So many good things about that. But yeah, looking forward to it. You have until October 1st to vote.
That's Sunday, friends. So if you're watching this recap, that means get on it. I'll try to make it like flash, blink, or bold in the text. We'll see. I got to get people to vote. But thanks for getting that one up, Maddie, and let's get voting. All right, this is cool. This is finally, we're ready to talk about it. The Veeam100 show. We've got, I guess, this first one and then the actual one here. But what's up with the first one that's coming up? I guess later this week, right when this recap goes live, the 29th. What's
that's
this
going to be
all
Friday.
about?
That's going to be the same day that the recap is going to be out, unless you post it on Thursday. Let's see.
I probably will. I probably will.
Okay, so people might just find out about it a bit earlier. But yeah, as we previously mentioned, we are starting this new community project, the Veeam100 Show, which I must say I'm very excited about. I know you are excited. All the community is excited. The first episode will actually take place. I'm going to start with the first episode. Let me just put it out way. So the first episode will take place on October 5th. And that's going to feature Greg Barney from Opti9, who is a Vanguard. And it will be moderated by Anthony Spiteri from our team. And they will discuss DR Ready, how to leverage existing Veeam object storage backups for disaster recovery. And already 70 people subscribed. That's really amazing.
This might be a record for some of the live streams that we're doing. The community always comes out in force. Make no mistake.
I think so.
But yes. This is going to be good, and this is good. This first one here on Friday is kind of setting up the preview, the agenda we've got, what this show is. It's always going to feature a Vanguard, a legend, or an MVP, and then someone from the product strategy team as the moderator. So excited for this. This is going to be awesome. And you know what's crazy, Maddie, is it started just as a random idea in our team meeting earlier this year, I think.
Yes, it did.
It's just a whiteboard idea, and here it is. It's happening.
Yeah. So for this one, for the Friday event, Kirsten and myself are gonna be live, and we would like to see some engagement, and we would like community to ask questions as well, and just let us know their opinion on the show, and we would really love to hear feedback. And if you have more questions, you are also welcome to ask it after the show. Go into the community hub and ask it in there. We're gonna be happy to to answer all your questions. But yeah, this is going to be great. And I apologize because literally Maddie and I were planning this, and I'm like, oh, well, let's go ahead and let's schedule it for Friday the 29th. And she's like, okay, I'm ready. And then I come back and say, well, I can't do it anymore. So my schedule evaporated real time upon us. And so it was kind of crazy like that. But thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Kirsten, for the kickoff show. And then Anthony and Greg Barney, this is going to rock. I'm really excited about that. All right. Now, let's go to Who's New. And let's start at the top. We are happy to welcome Plus 73. Now, Sophia's at an event this week. I did the Who's New. Let's hope I didn't copy and paste it wrong and mess it up. I haven't done this in a long time, but thank goodness Sophia has made up the nice, beautiful PowerPoint for us. So let's see. We've got some actually cute ones sticking out here. Actually, I kind of even like this one here. This one's funny. Old school backup people get that joke. A couple of them have Veeam in it. Veeam questions. That's always going to get an eye shout on mine. That's nice. And then, so Veeam, that's nice as well. The Tulsi Veeam, it's on the third column, the first one.
Oh yeah, Tulsi Veeam. Yeah, I figured that one out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so lots. Taxi 23. That's cute. John Pants. Always have pants. I like that. Those are funny right there. Those are good. Anyway, so cool. Welcome everyone. But we've got 4 cool usernames that we've highlighted. Tulsi Veeam, MTG, Veeam questions. See, every time if you put Veeam in, we'll get a shout. And
Generalissimo.
Welcome. And then Alfred's pick for this episode is Oxidation 9992. Awesome. Welcome everyone. This is fun. This is great. Let's stop that screen share. It's hard to do this on one screen, Maddie, but I pulled it off. So
you have enough experience with that.
I'm still, my thing is always do the zoom it. Always be zooming in. ABZ, always be zooming. So that, I never kind of lose my skill in that. You have to keep doing it. Maddie, thank you so much for preparing everything here this week.
Absolutely. My pleasure as always.
I don't know what we're going to do next week.
Oh,
I don't know if I told you. For Wednesday, Thursday, we record usually on Wednesdays.
okay.
Wednesday of next week, my wife and I are taking a trip for our 25th wedding anniversary.
Okay, that's
So,
nice.
yeah, we're going to Bermuda. I'm really never been. Really excited for that. But so I'm out Wednesday, so we might either creep it up a day or give you some time to think about a little tricky takeover that you do when I'm out. So give some thought.
I might. I still have some people on the pipeline that are waiting for that.
Just if Brandon comes back, just don't put me in the wrap. That's all I ask. Or he's gonna have to come up with something that rhymes with Bermuda. So
yeah, let's see.
Awesome. Shout out, Brandon. You rock. All right. So thank you so much, Madalina. Thank you so much, community. Thanks for watching this episode, and we will see you somehow, maybe, possibly next week.